You guys know it, the Masters 8 tournament bracket has been revealed, and each of the Masters 8 teams have also been revealed partially or fully. And with all this information, I've come to the conclusion that the Masters 8 tournament sucks, and that it will be a huge flop. Now, before you dislike this video, I want you to know that I don't like to spread negativity on the channel, but I want to give my honest and authentic opinion on this latest arc for the Journeys anime. With so many good opportunities and continuities thrown out the window, yeah, the Masters 8 tournament sucks. Let's get into this video. So for the first part and most of this video, I want to discuss the Masters 8 bracket. As you can see, we have the first round matchups decided. First, we have Alain versus Leon. Then we have Lance versus Diantha, Iris versus Cynthia, and finally Ash versus Steven. Yeah, these matchups suck. For one, why is Alain versus Leon in the first round? Because they both have Charizard aces? Okay, but we already know Leon and Ash are destined to fight because of how the Journeys anime has been developing. In other words, Alain is destined to lose against Leon without question. aka Alain was reintroduced in the series after his epic performance in the Kalos League to be shafted by Leon. That's it. Like, remember Ash and Alain's rivalry in X and Y? Remember how Ash has yet to beat Alain even once? Remember how memorable the Kalos League finals was? And do you all remember when Ash and Alain promised to have a battle again should they meet again? Yeah, all of that was trashed because Alain was reintroduced in Journeys to lose to Leon in the first round. A first round exit. And need I remind everyone of Alain's close relationship with Steven from the Mega Evolution specials. Alain and Steven even had an interrupted battle in the second special. If not against Ash, Alain having a rematch against Steven would be a very special matchup, and even that idea wasn't entertained. How could they do that to Alain? Journeys is destroying the continuity it is so heavily marketing with character returns. So yeah, making Alain match up against Leon results in many missed opportunities. Moving on, Lance versus Diantha is just alright. It's not a bad matchup, but there are way better opportunities for Lance and Diantha from a narrative standpoint. For one, Lance should be the one to battle Iris. Lance is a champion that has trained with various dragon type trainers, ultimately surpassing them being Claire and Raihan. That's right, Lance is a dragon specialist. His team is based off dragons and 2 of them are dragon types. And guess who is aspiring to be a dragon master? Iris. Were she to battle against Lance and win, I think that's one meaningful step closer for her in becoming a dragon master. In other words, Iris having a battle with Lance has way more significance than just an alright matchup between Lance and Diantha. What a wasted opportunity. Also, Diantha had a pretty intense battle with Ash and Ash's Greninja. I honestly think Ash deserves a rematch against Diantha to show how much he has grown. But of course, Ash is not using his old Pokemon, so now with Iris versus Cynthia, I would largely say the same thing as what I said regarding Lance versus Diantha. It's alright, but there are way better matchups for Iris and Cynthia. For one, Iris is guaranteed to lose against Cynthia, and that's unfortunate. We still don't really know how Iris went from nursing a goofy Axew to becoming Unova's reigning champion with a menacing Haxorus, and well, that immediate growth for Iris is going to be thrown away without any good reason. She's not even having a meaningful battle with Lance. She's just going to lose to Sinnoh's champion, and that's it. And Cynthia. We know how strong Cynthia is, and it's a given for her to win against everyone except Ash and Leon due to plot reasons. She shouldn't be used as cleanup crew for Iris, who was previously a main character in the Pokemon anime. Honestly, I also wish Ash versus Cynthia would be the finals matchup instead of Ash versus Leon. Leon in Journeys is just a bit too bland and boring for me. I could also see Cynthia battling against Diantha, since Diantha is shown to have way more priorities than just battling, so I wouldn't mind seeing Diantha cut short in this tournament. With Ash versus Steven, it's not that this matchup is bad, it's just that there are better matchups that have gone to waste. First, as I've already mentioned, Steven versus Alain is no longer possible. Ash is winning this fight, and Alain is losing to Leon in the first round anyways. It's kind of laughable how bad these matchups have been. And you can tell that they are bad because not a single PokeTuber predicted these matchups just a couple weeks ago. All of us used previously established narratives in conjunction to leaks and posters to make these matchups, but these matchups seem so random that the writers really prioritized randomization over meaningful plot. And I believe matchups play a huge role in how enjoyable a match can be. Like, we would all rather watch Ash vs. Paul than Ash vs. Casey. Anyways, the matchups alone already make for a horrible Masters 8 tournament, so it sucks. Let's move on to Ash and his Journeys team. And if you haven't subscribed already, you must. The more growth this channel receives, the more likely the Masters 8 tournament will succeed. For the second part of this video, I want to focus on Ash's team. The other Masters 8 members have pretty cool teams in my opinion. They're fresh, powerful, and have cool connections to either the games or some other medium. But Ash, he's sticking to his Journeys team for the Masters 8. And what's worse is that the latest jigsaw puzzle showcases Ash's ace no longer being Pikachu, but rather Mega Lucario. With the Masters 8 tournament being Ash's biggest tournament yet, and with some of Ash's old Pokemon, most notably Ash's Greninja and Infernape, getting a whole episode dedicated to them, for Ash to restrict himself to only his Journeys team is incredibly ironic, but also just illogical. It's ironic because Journeys' whole selling point was that there would be references to previous events in the Pokémon anime connecting the past to the present and future. But Ash is sticking to his Journeys team, neglects this connection, and makes the statement that Ash doesn't even consider the past nor his past Pokemon's wishes to battle. Like, take Infernape for example. We could see how power hungry it was in its first appearance in the Journeys anime, fighting all the fire type Pokemon. Yet Ash doesn't care. It doesn't matter how much Infernape trains on its own. Ash no longer cares about the past. It's also illogical because for a tournament of this scale where Ash will be facing the strongest champion trainers in the world, Ash should use his much stronger old Pokemon. At least some of them. I'm saying this because Journeys already showed just how much stronger Ash's Greninja is in comparison to Ash's Lucario. Sure, Lucario was not feeling its best at the moment, and there were some episodes in between where Ash has been training his Journeys Pokemon, but Lucario got destroyed. Literally couldn't even touch Greninja. There is such a huge disparity between Lucario and Greninja previously couldn't even beat Alain's Mega Charizard. Therefore, Lucario should theoretically have no chance because Alain's Charizard most probably had the same amount of training as Greninja did fighting those vines, if not more, knowing who Alain is. And because Lucario is arguably Ash's strongest Journeys Pokemon, yeah, Ash's Journeys team is not even fit to be in the Masters 8 in comparison to some of Ash's older Pokemon. Now I get that Ash has been training a lot since Lucario was whooped by Greninja, as shown by the more frequently appearing Ash training sessions, but Ash's old Pokemon could have had the same training treatment, and a Pokemon like Ash's Greninja would be near unstoppable. Ash should have used his old Pokemon like Greninja, not just his Journeys team. Also, with Journeys bragging about its continuity and connecting the past with the present and future, Ash not using his old Pokemon in the Masters 8 tournament is just counterintuitive. It feels awkward. Also, with Journeys being heavy on fan service, Ash using his old Pokemon would fit the bill perfectly. We have all been so hungry for the return of Ash Greninja, which now seems to be retconned out completely. And with Ash not using any of his old Pokemon that we have been so excited to see more of, especially in a battle setting, just a lot of missed opportunities and letdowns. Let's move on. So with this video in mind, I've come to the conclusion that the Masters 8 tournament sucks and will suck. We've missed so many golden opportunities with these matchups, and Ash using only his Journeys team is almost an insult to all the years he spent training his older Pokemon. Plus, some of his old Pokemon like Greninja, maybe Sceptile, seem stronger than Ash's Journeys team. It would only make sense for Ash to use his stronger and more reliable old Pokemon. If you disagree with my point, please share your thoughts respectfully in the comments down below. I do read them. And thanks for watching.